What if the four horsemen aren't just omens of a distant apocalypse, but symbols of cycles that repeat throughout history and within ourselves? For centuries, these figures from the book of Revelation have haunted our imagination, not just as harbingers of doom, but as mirrors reflecting the forces shaping our world. The real question isn't when they'll arrive, but whether we recognize that they're already here, woven into the fabric of our societies and our souls. The story of the four horsemen is more than prophecy. It's a call to see the deeper patterns driving human conflict, ambition, and decay. These riders aren't just agents of destruction, they reveal the consequences of our choices, the rise and fall of empires, and the struggles within our own hearts. The apocalypse, in this sense, is not an ending, but a revelation, a chance to see the truth behind the chaos. The horses and their riders are archetypes, timeless forces that shape our collective journey. The whispers of the apocalypse urge us to look deeper, to recognize these patterns in our world, and to awaken before it's too late. The vision begins in heaven, where a scroll sealed with 7 seals holds the secrets of destiny, yet no one is worthy to open it. Despair fills the air until a lamb appears, Christ, not as a conqueror, but as one who has sacrificed everything. Only the lamb can break the seals, not through force, but through humility and love. As each seal is opened, the four horsemen emerge, not as random chaos, but as revelations of what already lurks within humanity. The Lamb's act is not destruction but exposure, showing us the natural consequences of a world estranged from truth and compassion. The chaos that follows is not God's wrath, but the unveiling of our own brokenness. The four horsemen are not punishments, but symptoms, diagnosing the spiritual sickness of our world. By opening the seals, the Lamb forces us to confront the realities we've created, the systems we uphold, and the paths we choose. This painful revelation is the first step toward healing. Only by seeing the truth can we begin to change. Surrounding the throne are 4 living creatures: lion, ox, man, and eagle, each calling out as the seals are broken, "Come and see." These beings are not mere spectators, they are guides, representing the fullness of creation and the many facets of the divine. The lion symbolizes courage and royalty, summoning the first horseman of conquest. The ox stands for strength and sacrifice, calling forth the red horse of conflict. The man's face reflects intelligence and humanity, introducing the black horse of injustice. The eagle, soaring above, brings the pale horse of death, offering a divine perspective on decay. Each creature's call is an invitation to witness, to understand, and to look beyond the surface. They frame the vision, urging us to see not just terror, but the deeper lessons about the world and ourselves. Their command, "Come and see," is a challenge to pay attention, to seek meaning in the unfolding drama. These guardians remind us that the vision is not just about doom, but about the possibility of redemption. Through their eyes, we are invited to see the true state of our world. The first seal breaks, and a rider on a white horse appears, crowned, bow in hand, conquering and to conquer. He looks righteous, but his authority is borrowed, his conquest an illusion. This is the spirit of human ambition disguised as progress, ideologies and empires promising utopia, but built on deception and control. The white horse is the seductive lie that we can save ourselves through power, politics, or dogma. It's the counterfeit of true peace, religion without relationship, progress without soul. History is littered with movements that claim to unite, but only demanded conformity and submission. The conquest is not of land, but of minds and wills. The journey begins here, the temptation to build our own kingdom, setting the stage for the chaos to follow. The second seal opens, and a fiery red horse gallops forth, its rider wielding a great sword, bringing conflict and division. This is the inevitable result of false conquest. The peace built on ambition shatters, replaced by strife. When ideologies demand absolute loyalty, they create enemies out of neighbors, turning unity into polarization. The red horse is the eruption of violence, wars, persecution, and civil unrest. Where debate gives way to bloodshed, we see this rider in every age. Religious wars, world wars, and today's bitter political divides. The sword exposes the fractures beneath the surface, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths. Division is not random, it reveals the cost of building on falsehood. The red horse is the unraveling of our proudest ambitions, a painful but necessary exposure. Only by facing this division can we hope to find real peace. The third seal breaks, and a black horse emerges, its rider holding scales, symbols of justice twisted into tools of exploitation. A voice cries out, "A day's wages for a loaf of bread, but don't touch the oil and wine." This is economic injustice, scarcity for the many, luxury for the few. After conflict, resources dwindle and inequality deepens. Survival becomes a privilege, not a right. The scales measure not justice, but the price of desperation. The poor starve while the wealthy remain untouched, insulated from the suffering around them. The black horse exposes a world where profit trumps people and morality is for sale. We see this in systems that exploit, economies that widen the gap, and institutions that forget the vulnerable. The call is to recognize the inhumanity of our own systems. The black horse is the logical outcome of division, a world where justice is scarce and the poor pay the price. The fourth seal opens, and a pale horse appears, its rider named Death, with Hades following close behind. This is the culmination. After ambition, division, and injustice, only emptiness remains. The pale horse is not just physical death, but spiritual decay, a society numb, disconnected, and hollow. The sword, famine, and plague are not only literal, but symbols of lingering conflict, lost hope, and moral sickness. Even the wild beasts represent our most primal instincts unleashed when all restraint is gone. This is the death of meaning, a world busy but lifeless, rich in distraction but poor in wisdom. Hades follows, signifying a living hell, existence without connection, purpose, or hope. Yet, even here, destruction is limited. Mercy endures. The seals are a mirror, not a final sentence, showing us the path of decay so we might choose differently. The unveiling of the Horseman is a severe mercy, a warning to awaken before the shadow consumes us. The invitation remains, to see, to change, and to seek life before it's too late.